What's happening, guys? Let's talk accessories. I apologize if I gave the impression that I am anti-accessory or anything of that nature. I am not. I have customized everything. I have knives that are custom made exactly to my hand, pistols that have been worked over from stem to stern. Yeah, I am all for it. I am down. My only recommendation is that you vet it. You do your due diligence. That's the only thing I would say. I am never going to say to you, hey, don't do that, unless it's something like just egregious. There are certain things that we have found over time maybe aren't optimal for certain aspects. And even that, right? So think about like a ported pistol. Ported pistols will sometimes, as you're firing the round, there will be some shavings come off, because the porting is where the rifling is inside the barrel. So it will like peel a little bit off. If you're shooting out at arm's length, that's not going to be a problem. Not really. It's not going to affect anything. I don't even really think it affects night vision to the degree that we think it does. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. But there's the tests on that are probably 50-50 either way. But where it does become a problem is when you're shooting in close, like you're doing any kind of retention shooting, that port is right here underneath of your chin. I've never seen it personally, but I have a friend who had a guy with a ported revolver. It peeled off shavings from the rounds and embedded themselves in the guy's face, and it was an unpleasant experience. Something like that, I would say, yeah, man, like within the context of, if you're going to be doing any kind of retention shooting, you probably don't want a ported pistol. Now, that's different than a comped gun, because the comp is not part of the rifling. The comp is just there as baffling to catch the air, right? So a comped gun, while it might be kind of abusive, it's blowing that air, kind of up into your face. I've shot a comped pistol from retention. 9mm comp, not a big deal. Anything though, like a 38 super or some of the 40 cal rounds, not fun. But you live and you learn. So anyway, my point though is that whether it's a mag extension, a trigger job, stippling, whatever it is, it's a modification that you just test. You just do your due diligence. Whether you're going out to shoot it in a match, where the only thing you're going to lose if you have some sort of catastrophic failure with the pistol or whatever, the only thing you're really going to lose is time with your family, the match fees, and the gas it took to drive out there, right? Like, that's frustrating and maybe even embarrassing. You might get some trash talk to you for a time because, hey, you're the one that brought that thing that failed that time. But the more serious issue would be if you didn't do your due diligence on something you're going to carry to save your life or the life of another. Now, that's where we have to be really careful. We have to have a testing process, do our due diligence. For me, my testing process is 500 rounds. So before I will carry it, before I will trust it, make it a permanent part of whatever it is I'm doing, I want at least 500 rounds through it. If it's just a mag extension, same. I want enough rounds through that mag extension that I know the springs are worked out, everything is going to be fine, that this thing is, as much as possible, as much as I can trust any mechanical device, this thing is going to function when I need it to. Kind of like when you push your brake pedal on your car, right? Like, as much as I can trust it, I know my brakes are going to work the next time I push the pedal down. And that comes because for 1,000 other times prior to this, the pedal has worked. Maybe that's not a good example, because the first time we tested is the first time we're in traffic, right? Or first time we try to stop. But for firearms, knives, a tourniquet, anything, there's always that desire to kind of tweak something, to tinker with something, to make it a little better, to customize it, to make it unique to us. That's a very human trait, and I think it's wonderful. I see guys do some really cool stuff with hockey tape, all kinds of stuff, man. Guys get the soldering gun, and they do all kinds of customization to the handles of their knives. It's endless. But my recommendation is test it. Please test it. before you have to depend upon it. And once you know that it's vetted, once you know it's good, then go ahead and run with it, and don't let anybody, even me, anybody, it doesn't matter who it is. If you've tested it and you know it works, then go with it, man. And again, I apologize if I caused anybody to say, hey man, I'm only going to carry this, or I'm only going to do that. That's not my intention. I am on a constant battle, or journey rather, to improve myself and to challenge myself. And so if I choose to run a stock as possible Glock, or AR or whatever, then that's just me doing my thing. And that's not me trying to influence you and what you carry and what you choose to do. If you ask me my opinion of a certain brand, or what I've seen over the years from a certain brand or a certain thing, I will share that with you. Obviously, if there's certain things where I'm just like, dude, don't buy that. That's different. Like if somebody came in and they're like, hey, I'm going to buy a High Point and carry it. Yeah, probably going to have a conversation. But outside of that, I just trust that people have done their research. They've done their diligence, and they have made a decision based on what they've researched, read, conversations they've had, things like that. And also their time with that thing in an environment that represents what they're going to be doing with that piece of equipment. Makes sense? So, all right, guys, I hope that makes sense. I hope you guys do your thing, man. Have fun with it. Enjoy it. It's a journey. We're going to be doing this stuff for the rest of our life. Hopefully you never have to utilize any of this stuff in a real situation. But if you do, I pray and I trust that you have done the work, and you know that what you're about to do, what you're about to depend upon, is dependable. It's robust, it's reliable, and your skills are repeatable, and you will get it on. You will do God's work in that moment. All right, man. You guys have a good one.